Thank you very much, Peter and Margaret. So I want to underline those points. This is not a TxDOT meeting. Nobody who is here from the city or the county or Hewitt-Zollars or University of Houston CDRC, none of those of us who are running this meeting are able to speak for TxDOT or represent TxDOT. The purpose of this meeting is to help you understand this project and to bring you up to date on the city's efforts. But we are not the ones designing this project. We are not the ones who wrote this environmental impact statement. And to emphasize that point further, we are not the ones who need to hear your comments about the FEIS. We'll be talking about how to comment on the FEIS, but the key point on that is those comments need to go to TxDOT. And simply because you say something in this meeting does not mean that TxDOT gets that comment. So all of our breakout discussions today, this time around, we're not taking notes in order to record all of this. This time around, these sessions are there to help you as the public respond to TxDOT. Secondly, there's two things happening in parallel here. There's a process for additional designs and further refinement of the design of this project. And there is the FEIS. These things are happening in parallel, and this can get quite confusing at the fact that we seem to have these two different things going on. We are covering both, but realize that they are at this point separate processes. Okay, so I'm Christof Spieler. I am Director of Planning at Hewitt-Zollars. We are a consulting firm here in Houston, and we are part of the technical team for this project. So what we have going on here is we have a team consisting of Hewitt-Zollars as well as the University of Houston Community Design Resource Center, led by Susan Rogers, who are the technical team for this project. We are working with the city of Houston and Harris County. I will say this is a pretty unprecedented city-county collaboration here. With funding from the Houston Endowment through Houston Parks Board, as well as from Harris County. So that's who you see running this meeting today, and that's who we are. And as you are in all of these sessions, if you see one of these yellow backgrounds behind us, it means we are part of the city, county, Hewitt-Zollars CDRC team. So I want to start today by talking about the mayor's letter and the county resolution. We got lots of input from the public over 2 rounds of public meetings over the last year. The city started the facilitation group, which is a group of community stakeholders that now meets regularly, in April of 2019. There was a series of joint City of Houston TxDOT public meetings in June of 2019. The technical advisor team, including CDRC and Hewitt-Zollars, was brought on board in July of 2019. We had community workshops in segments 1 and 2 in August of 2019, community workshop in segment 3, November of 2019, a second round of community workshops in January and February, which then led to a series of recommendations to TxDOT. This whole process has been driven by an immense amount of very dedicated public input. We've been blown away by the number of people who have participated and by the thoughtfulness of the responses we have gotten. And we enormously appreciate everyone's time. We know that everybody has more enjoyable things to do than dig into the details of freeway projects. But all of your input has resulted in, I think, some very meaningful response to this project. We held those 3 workshops in that second round of workshops, plus we held a virtual online workshop. And based on those, we were able to get community preferences on a series of alternatives which we had developed in response to the concerns we heard about this project and the ideas we heard about this project in the first round of meetings.